Hello, we're back talking about preparing for disasters. What have we done so far, Sarah?
Well, we thought about disasters, made our plan, and also made our homes and offices safer.
That's right. We think about what can happen. We make a plan, and then we do what we've planned.
Think, plan, do.
Exactly. Now let's talk about what to do when a disaster actually happens. When a disaster strikes, there are 3 basic steps you must take. 1. Take immediate action to protect yourself during the actual event. Step 2. Make sure you are safe immediately after the event. And step 3. Make a plan for the immediate future. In this video, we will be discussing step 1, immediate action.
What is immediate action exactly?
It's the action you take to protect yourself at the time of a disaster.
We never know when a disaster will strike, do we?
No, sometimes they happen suddenly, like an earthquake. They can also develop slowly, like a winter storm. So what should we do, Sarah?
Think, plan, do. We need to think about what can happen and make a plan. That way we'll know what to do in case of a disaster.
That's right. We already have one immediate action in our plan, don't we?
You mean knowing how to get out of your home or work safely?
Exactly. Knowing how to leave your home or work safely is an important disaster skill. So how do you know if there's a problem? Does your home or work have an emergency alarm? If it does, do you know what it sounds like?
I think every alarm sounds the same.
No. Think about how many different types of car alarms there are. An alarm can be very loud and frightening if you haven't heard it before.
What if I don't have an alarm?
You should at least have a smoke detector. There are other things that will warn you, like the smell of smoke or people knocking on your door. Even if you don't have an alarm system, you can still practice leaving the building. If you see the emergency, you will need to turn on the alarm or call out to people to let them know that they need to evacuate.
We practice evacuations in my apartment building all the time.
That's fantastic. Do you practice different exits?
No? Why?
Well, sometimes an exit route can be blocked.
So I need to know different exit routes?
That's right. You should also go to the same place every time that you practice evacuating. This will help your friends find you and make sure you're all right.
I think I might need to practice getting out of my home a few times.
Great idea. Everyone needs to practice different ways to exit. Practice makes perfect.
What disasters do I need to prepare for?
A good way to be prepared is to think about where you live. In California, earthquakes are common. So if one started, what would you do?
Duck, cover, and hold.
That's right. We drop to the ground and shelter under a solid piece of furniture, such as a table or desk. This protects us from falling objects. In an earthquake, furniture can shake badly, so remember to hold onto the furniture to stop it from moving across the room.
How long will I need to stay under the furniture?
Until everything stops shaking. In many disasters, people can get trapped in their homes by falling debris. If this happens, don't panic. Stay calm. Don't shout for help because you could become very tired and breathe in a lot of dust. Cover your nose and mouth with a handkerchief or your clothing.
If I don't shout, how will anyone hear me and know where I am?
Banging or tapping over and over again on some furniture or anything close to you is the best way to draw attention to yourself. Remember the whistle we talked about in the first video? When you hear people close by, blow the whistle that's around your neck or shout to get their attention.
So now I know 2 immediate actions: how to leave my home safely and how to protect myself in an earthquake.
Those are good skills for things that happen without warning. Sometimes, though, we may get a warning.
What do you mean?
Well, sometimes something happens close by, and the police or fire department may ask you to leave the area for your safety.
What do I do then?
Always follow their instructions. Sometimes they will direct you to a safe place. Other times, they may just ask you to leave quickly.
But where do I go?
Remember your plan? Take your disaster kit, move to a safe place, and contact one of the people on your emergency list as soon as you can. You don't always need to leave your home. You may be told to shelter in place.
Tell me what shelter in place means.
Sometimes the emergency happens so quickly that it's unsafe for you to leave. It's safer for you to remain indoors than to be outside.
Is that because the air outside might be bad?
That could be one reason. If you're told to shelter in place, you should do the following. 1. Close all the doors and the windows. 2. Turn off the air conditioners and fans. 3. Close the fireplace damper if you have one. 4. Close the drapes and blinds. 5. If the officials tell you to, seal the door and any vents with duct tape and plastic sheeting. 6. Move into the center of the house with your disaster kit and portable radio. And number 7, make sure you wait in the room until you hear on the radio that it's safe for you to leave.
Wow, that sounds scary.
It can be, but do your best to stay calm. I find it helps whenever I'm scared to take several deep breaths.
You get scared?
Sarah, everyone gets scared in a disaster. You may feel your heart pumping hard, you may start breathing quickly, and you may shake. It happens to everyone. It's important, though, to try and calm down as much as you can. Take several deep breaths, think about what is happening, make a plan, then do what you need to do.
Think, plan, do again.
That's right. Let's move on to one more type of disaster. Sometimes we have a longer warning about an emergency that could last for several days.
You mean like a winter storm?
Exactly. If you think that something could develop into an emergency situation, like a wildfire or a flood, listen to the news.
I know what you're going to say. Think, plan, do, right?
You've got it. Think about what could happen. Make a plan and do what you need to do to get ready. You never know how long you may need to stay in your home, so check to make sure that you have enough food and water for 3 to 7 days. Check your disaster kit and make sure you have everything you need if you have to leave your home. Update your emergency contact list. Finally, always listen to and follow the instructions of the officials.
Wow, I've got a lot of new skills to think about and practice.
That's a good attitude, Sarah. Remember, preparedness is easy if you take it one step at a time.
Think, plan, do.